So a new season of Psgl F3 is underway in just under a week. So just like last season, let's take a look at the grid. I mean, I fucked up the predictions last time, but yeah, I'm probably not the best person to listen to. So first up we have the Mercedes guys of Rebe and AMK, both former F5. Rebe, the F5 champion, AMK finished 5th in F5. Rebe secured himself, I think, either 5 or 6 podiums in F5, but didn't manage to win a race. AMK, very consistent, very quick. I'm going to say Mercedes are going to be the most consistent team on the grid this season. Next up we have Lars Gaming from F4, Weeries from F5 in the Ferrari. Lars Gaming, another consistent driver, always being in the high end of the points in F4. Weeries, moving up from F6 mid-season, did well to get 4th in F5. And just like Mercedes, a very consistent pairing this season. In the Red Bull we have Johan returning after a season's break. I'm not too sure what his pace is right now, but he was very good in Season 1, picking up a couple podiums. FTRL Aaron is a really shit driver, 23rd out of 20 in F3 last season. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any from him. He's pretty bad, pretty bad. Now on to the team I probably know the least about. We have, oh, not again. Right. Shuab Zafar. I think it's Shuab. I think it's Shuab Zafar. Shuab Zafar was consistently in the top 10 when luck was on his side last season. Unfortunately, lag did let him down in quite a few races. Alongside him is Steba 420, 12th in F5 last season. However, I don't think he raced a lot of races. I know he did take a win, so he is a very quick driver, but that result in F5 doesn't show his true potential. In the Force India, we have the two runners-up of F5, RJDW and Adventures. Two drivers that are very close on pace. RJ unfortunately missing out on the title thanks to a penalty. But these guys were arguably the quickest drivers from F5 last season, so this is a very strong lineup. In the Renault, we have the former Mercedes lineup of Notorious and BUA9. Both these drivers unlucky last season, but both very consistent. Notorious consistently being in the points when others had problems, with BUA9 scoring points less often but did show potential in the midpoint of the season. In the Toro Rossos we have probably the strongest lineup on the grid. Never going to get onto the podium and Bottle Cookie. After a season of mixed results from Chulo, he'll be hoping to improve on his 3rd place in Mexico with a much more competitive grid this season. And after narrowly missing out on the championship by just a single point onto the podium, we'll be hoping to yeah, I'm not going to continue that. I'm going to be hoping to actually finish the first race of the season because I'm yet to do that in Psgl. And I'll be hoping to go for that podium that was cruelly taken away from me in Belgium. But I scored points every race I finished last season, so I'll be hoping to continue that into this season. In the Haas we have the former Ferrari drivers of Cheetah and Friezo. Cheetah finishing 4th in F3 last season, got his win in Baku, and one of the most consistent drivers on the grid in F3. Friezo, unlucky mate. Friezo will be hoping to redeem himself from, let's say, a troublesome F3 last season. But in all seriousness, I do believe that these two could take the Constructors' title if Friezo pulls himself together. And I do think Cheetah is in with a shot of the Drivers' Championship. In the McLaren we have Flying Froome and Chicken Owns, the family pairing. Froome started off strong last season, but at the end of the season it kind of all fell apart. I mean, he was battling me at some races, and that's not a good sign. After joining mid-season, Chicken got 8th in F4 last season. I'm pretty sure he did take one win near the end of the season. I may be wrong with that, but we'll have to keep an eye on what the granddad and the nephew can do this season. And finally in the Sauber we have Robot Sophie and Sao Paulo. Robot Sophie could be the favourite for the Drivers' Championship, and Sauber could be the favourite for the Constructors' Championship. I think it's going to be between Haas and Sauber. However, Robot Sophie does have a tendency to leave the league quite often, so maybe Sauber won't have that much of a chance. And Sau had a good start to last season, but a torrent time during the mid-season and at the end of the season. He'll be able to improve on that. So that is the full grid for F3 Season 3 on F1 2017. Now time for me to royally fuck up the predictions for this season. In the Constructors, I'm going to say Haas are going to take it, Sauber are going to come second, and after thinking long and hard about it, I think Mercedes are going to come third, with Force India coming a close 4th. And in the Drivers, I think Cheetah's going to take it, Robot Sophie's going to come second, and I'm going to put it out there and say AMK is going to come third, I don't know why. I don't know why. So there you go, guys. That is the grid. Those are my predictions. They're probably wrong. We'll probably show up to the pre-season race next week, and my top 3 predictions will all retire, and probably onto the podium will win it. That's not going to happen. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments, and see ya!